you're all judging me, aren't you? I know you are. I can see it in your eyes that you're judging me. The way you look at me, the way you guys are watching me right now. All of you Android users, my friends, I know you're all judging me. You're calling me a hypocrite for what I did. Yes, I went and bought an iPhone. Yes, I said I never would do that, but I did. And yes, I made this cheesy unboxing video of it. But seriously, I promise, there is a method to my madness. I have a reason, I have a justification. I can, will you give me a chance? Will you give me a chance to justify myself? Like, I need that opportunity from you guys so that I can justify my reasons for buying this iPhone. And I promise it's a good one. Like, I hope it's a good one. I didn't just, oh wait, where is it? Hang on. I think I've left it in the other room. Let's go get it. Okay. Let's go get it. Oh, it's kind of dark. Let's turn that on. Oh, there's always Lego in the way. Nope, that bounced right back. There you go. Now we're going to go over here, and that's the one. There we go. We're going to take this and bring it. Ignore the mess, guys. Ignore the mess. Yes, ignore all the shoes. Ignore everything. I'll put that there. Close the door. And then we're going to put you back here. Okay. So yeah, I went and got this for a reason. Like, I have a very good reason behind why I got this. I'm so out of breath. Damn, I'm unfit. This lockdown has not done me good for two things. My health, because that little walk down the hall, and my hair, it looks horrible. Alright, play the intro while I catch my breath and we can get back to this. What's up guys, it's Kai24 back to grace your screens, and yes, I did it. I went and bought an iPhone 12 mini. This iPhone 12 mini to be precise, in product red. And today I'm going to give you my reasons behind it, as well as my first impressions of what I thought about using the iPhone for a couple of days. So this is the first time I've ever owned an iPhone for myself or used it for any period of time longer than a couple of minutes when I've, taken it from a friend or from a relative just to kind of have a look at what it's like. And there was a time when I swore that I would never own an iPhone or any Apple product aside from the iPad, because I've had an iPad for a long time now and I kind of got used to them. But here I am now with a Mac Mini and an iPhone Mini. Both minis. Quite funny, right? Mini. They're small. It's because they're small. Small is nice, Anyway, back to the serious topic of why I betrayed you guys. But yeah, I promise one thing. I'm not buying into the whole Apple ecosystem. I'm not gonna go get myself an iPad Pro now. Like, I'm so happy with my Galaxy Tab S7. It's like a fantastic device, and I am still wholeheartedly an Android user and a Windows user. I have reasons, very good reason, and it's not just for the sake of content and making this video that I bought this, just to show that, hey, I got an iPhone, I'm gonna make a video about it. It's not just because of that. There are deeper meanings behind my doings. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Okay, first let's go through. I'm gonna put this down because I'm afraid I'm gonna like fling it somewhere. Anyway, yeah. So first, let's talk about my impressions. I'm gonna have to pick this up again. Yeah? Yes, I am. Let's talk about my first impressions of the phone. It's very sleek. I really enjoy using it. I've been using it for a couple of days now as my primary device temporarily, and it's a very, very sleek design. I really love the design. When I saw this design announced, I was like, ooh, that looks very nice. Well done, Apple. You're bringing back the iPhone 4 and 5S design that I really liked back in the day as well. I never owned one of those either, but yeah, it's really sleek and good, and the software on it runs really smoothly. It's a good phone. My first impression of it is it's a good phone. I can see the appeal that people have for iPhone. It's sleek, it's small, it's easy to use with one hand. It has a decent camera, not the best camera, mind you. It has a very good camera. Like, I've been using the Galaxy S20 Ultra camera, and that thing is insane. Like, it was the best camera of its time, which was only a year ago now. But it's insane. Like, compared to this, that thing wins 100%. But regardless, it's a good camera. It packs a decent punch, and the phone itself packs a decent punch. It's powerful. You know, it's got the same hardware in it as the iPhone 12 does. So despite being the mini, you're still getting maximum performance. Well, not maximum, but you're still getting the standard performance, and it's just good. I've enjoyed using it. But now I'm gonna put this down. It's not gonna make me switch from iPhone. Sorry, no, that's wrong. It's not gonna make me switch from Android to iPhone. That's still not gonna happen. There is still a lot missing from the iPhone or from iOS for me, and one of those is the customization options. Customizability on Androids is amazing. Like, iOS have only recently, with iOS 14 I think, gotten widgets. And you know, there was this big thing on the internet, everybody showing their custom widget layouts and everything like that. Mate, Android's had that for years, okay? Because even with the widgets availability, you know, I've just not been able to customize the phone the way I wanted to. It's okay, it's all right. You know, I've made it as Android-esque as possible with the layouts and stuff, but it's still not the same. Like, there is a lot missing in terms of customization. Another thing I found is it's a bit convoluted to set up. Like, yeah, people say iPhones are simple to use, but I don't see it. Like, there are certain things that are just more complicated or made more complicated than it needs to be. You know, apps not having their own settings, you're having to go into the settings menu, find the app, then change certain settings for that app in the settings menu. It just gets a little messy, and I just don't like that. I don't know. There's certain things that I just didn't find comfortable switching from an Android to an iPhone. And so yeah, first impressions, the iPhone is a good phone. It's definitely a good phone. Like, I will not bash it. It is a solid device. But coming from an Android, I don't see myself switching anytime in the near future. So why did I get the phone? If it's not just for the sake of content, why did I buy an iPhone? And the answer to that is, well, I wanted to see what the hype was all about. That's my first reason. I wanted to see what the hype was all about with iPhones. Why do people like iPhones so much? You know, I wanted to test it. And like I said, I see the appeal. I really do. It is a very good device to use. The phones themselves are solid. They're very well optimized to work within its own ecosystem really well. Like, the integration it has with the Mac, the integration it has with the apps, everything like that is really good on an iPhone, and it makes everything much more smoother. Now, secondly, I wanted a phone that was dedicated purely to my content creation and social media work. A work phone of sorts, you can call it. Like, just, yeah, a work phone. I wanted a work phone for content creation and social media. And so I decided to get an iPhone. And the reason I decided to get an iPhone is because they are better for social media. And when I say that, hold your horses. Don't start arguing with me right now. The reason I say that is they are better for posting on social media than Androids are. You see, they're better for posting on social media. Maybe not viewing. The viewing experience won't be very different between the two, but they are better for posting on social media. And there is a very, very big reason for this. And that is the reason that attracted me to get an iPhone, because I've been doing a lot of YouTube Shorts, I've been doing a lot of TikTok content, I've been posting a lot of Instagram, and I wanted something that I could use to do all of that without the limitations that Android sets on me. And you might be thinking, what limitations? Android phones are amazing. They've got fantastic cameras. They've got fantastic speed. They've got amazing features. What limitations are you talking about? Well, the biggest limitation is the camera. And I don't mean the main camera. Okay? I don't mean the main camera, because iPhone users have always boasted that their camera is better than an Android. I've seen jokes and memes about it online that, you know, Android users' phones are horrible, pixelated, really bad. And that's not true. iPhone users, seriously, guys, stop it. It's not true. I have an Android phone. It is better. The camera is arguably better than the iPhone camera, okay? Android phones have fantastic cameras. If you look at that Galaxy S21 Ultra right now, it is probably the best camera phone out there. It's amazing. So why is this claim there? Why do iPhone users claim that Android phones have bad cameras? Well, it's because the only pictures that they're seeing taken from Android phones, or majority of the pictures that they're seeing taken from Android phones, are through the social media apps. For example, through the Instagram camera, through the Snapchat camera, through the TikTok camera. And it is true, when Android phones use these apps to take pictures or record videos, the quality is below subpar. It is horrendous. And there is a reason behind that. See, the thing is, when an iPhone user uses these apps and the in-app cameras to take photos and record videos, these apps have been developed in such a way that they're optimized for the iPhone. They're optimized for the hardware for the iPhone. So these apps are able to directly access the camera hardware on the phone and take pictures through that. And that is because there are so few iPhones that are released every year. This year, there were 5 iPhones. How many Android phones came out? Tell me that. How many Android phones have been released in the past 6 months? Hundreds. You can't even count the number of Android phones that are out there, okay? So when developers create these apps, it is very easy for them to optimize the apps to an iPhone because there's just so few models. So it's super easy for developers to optimize their apps to work with the hardware directly. It's not so easy to do that with an Android phone because there are so many different phones with so many differences in their hardware and their performances that it's just impossible and inefficient, not very cost efficient either, to do so. So when the apps are developed for Android, what they do is that they access the camera app, right? And then they screen grab what the camera app is seeing. They don't access the hardware themselves. If they were able to access the hardware themselves, they could directly access the camera and take recordings and pictures using the camera, just like the iPhone does, but they can't do that. It's as if it would be the same thing as if I set this camera in front of me up, and then I set another camera behind it, and I zoomed into the viewfinder, and I recorded using that camera. The quality would be horrible, right? It would just be bad. You can imagine that. So that's basically what's happening with an Android. You're screen recording what the camera is seeing, what the camera app is seeing rather than the camera hardware itself. And that's why when these are then uploaded and compressed and uploaded and posted on the social media apps and websites, they look even worse. And there you go, that's the reason. And because I'm making so many more of these TikTok videos and things, I want to be able to have a phone that I can just pull out, and if I'm ever out and about and I see something, I want to take a picture and I want to directly put it on Instagram, or I want to record something and pop it on TikTok straight away without having to do the whole workaround of recording outside, editing, uploading and all of that. If I want to do it just in-app, it's just much faster to have an iPhone at hand that can do that for me. If I want to take an Instagram story and then upload it, done. Record the story in-app, upload it, done. TikTok video, record it, upload it, done. It's just much better to do so. iPhones are better for social media, just like Macs are better for design software and editing software. iPhones are way better, and I say this after using it for a while, iPhones are way better for posting on social media. It's just a thing. And so there you have it. That is my first impression of the iPhone 12 mini, as well as the rationale behind me getting an iPhone and a Mac, because the Mac is better for design and editing, which makes my life a lot easier, and the iPhone is better for posting on social media. And I see now why a lot of content creators kind of levitate towards getting an iPhone, and people like Mr. Who's the Boss and MKBHD always carries an iPhone with them. Mr. Who's the Boss has even switched from using Android to an iPhone, and I can see why. Like, I don't think I'll be switching my main phone, my personal phone, over to an iPhone, but I will be carrying an iPhone with me everywhere I go from now on, just for that ease of use. And guys, I hope that was a very informative and useful video for you guys to watch, as well as being entertaining. If you guys did enjoy the video, then do hit me with a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below so you see exactly when new content comes out. Until next time everybody, Kai24 signing out.